Good morning. This is Margaret at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live. And my trusty friend here, thank you, Denise, for taking over for me last week.
We do our best to hold down the fort while you're away.
Well, I think you guys did such a good job. I might give you a regular job on that.
No.
So,
we miss you too much when you're gone.
So, anyway, I'm back. And I had a wonderful time visiting my granddaughters. And if they happen to be watching, well, they're not in school yet. They don't start until the end of the month. So this is a hello to Raina, Rosa, and Ruby. We have to keep all those R names straightened out. So girls, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I so enjoyed getting to see your ballet. I got to see their ballet performance.
I heard.
It was so darn cute.
That?
I'll have to show you pictures from it. It was really cute. So anyway, we had a wonderful time, and I have so many things to talk about today. And I have a demo for you guys today. We are just chock full of, we've got lots of things here right now. We're kind of getting ready for Christmas, so we've got probably a little more stock than we should have. But I've got some really great deals for you guys. And you need to see this stuff. And there's just some really cool things here. I'm going to plant some seeds for you to just think about this, because you are going to get... We've got too much on the floor right now. So
we do have a lot.
So before we get to that, I want to make sure that everybody shares our video.
Like Kathy just did.
Thank you, Kathy.
We can always count on Kathy.
I know, she's so awesome. So, Bernina mouse pad to put under your either wireless mouse or your regular mouse, and it's super cute.
It is super cute.
It is from the anniversary, 125th anniversary, and it's so pretty. And my guess is eventually we'll probably have some other ones, but this is a great one for us to give away to you. So when you share, what do they have to do, Denise?
So you have to obviously share our video, but make sure that you tell us in the comments that you shared. Otherwise, we don't know. And then we can't put your name in the drawing.
Janice and Donna just let us know they shared.
Thanks, guys. You're awesome.
All right. So we are going to start off with, I've got some stuff in my hands, but we're going to start off with, we've got two wonderful cues on the floor.
I want to love them and pet at them. And
You basically started off on the cue whole process. And so what has been your impression of having something like this to do your quilting?
Oh, guys, it is such a game changer, and it looks so intimidating, but they are so easy to use, and especially if you're familiar with our domestic Berninas at all, the interface is almost identical. The learning
curve, simpler. It's simpler.
Yes, because we're only doing that straight stitch.
That's right. And so there's only a few things to learn. They're a little bit different. Your BSR information is very similar to what it is on your home sewing machine.
Yeah.
But look at all this space. And this one's super cool because it folds up.
I love that about this one.
So that's really cool. And this one and this one, this is a koala table. And these are both floor models. And what we really want to do is send you home with these.
They need a good home.
And what do we do about delivery?
Oh,
maybe Dave should pipe up on this one.
It's free. Doesn't matter if we're going upstairs, downstairs.
We'll deliver it for free to you. And because they're floor models, there's a little bit better price than normal.
And Margaret, I think we should make the distinction. It's not just delivery, but it's delivery and setup. We're not just dropping off boxes saying, here you go, good luck.
Throw it at you. No, we're not going to do that. You get bobbins with them, you get tools with them, you get your bobbin gauge, you get all kinds of stuff. We show you how to use it.
Yes.
And if you have problems, you can just come in and ask, and we'll fix it for you.
Absolutely.
We'll do our very, very best to make this an easy transition for you. It is a little different.
The techniques are a little different, but the machine itself is really
pretty similar. And it's got this setup right here with the bobbin winder. You can bind a bobbin while you have everything else threaded, and you don't have to unwind anything.
And my understanding is so many other long arm companies, the bobbin winder is a separate thing, and you have to purchase that separately.
Well, why
which doesn't make any sense to me.
Because
but
you still need a
you need
bobbin.
to wind your bobbin. You do need to wind your
That's
Ours
crazy.
is built in. And
Ours
it's part
is
of the
built
deal.
in. Everything's towards the front of the machine.
Yes.
The only thing that's in the back is you have the ability to go ahead and plug in your flash drive to update the firmware.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the ability to, if at any point in time you decide you want to go to a frame model, even if it's a studio frame,
Yeah.
you don't have to buy the head second time.
No.
You don't have to buy this the second time.
No.
You can transfer that right over to a frame.
Yes, and we can absolutely help you with
So there's this way that you can do things that can be very affordable.
You know what, Margaret? There's so many cool things about this machine, but there's a really simple one that's one of my favorites.
What's that?
The needles.
Oh, you don't have to go and buy specialty needles. You don't have to go find industrial needles for this machine. You can use your regular sewing machine needles. I personally recommend the quilting needles from Schmetz.
Absolutely.
I have found that I have the least amount of breakage with them.
Mhm.
It's wonderful. I mean, this is a really good, we've got a deal for you guys. So I want you to think about that.
Absolutely.
Okay? So next thing I need to make sure that you know about, by the way, the frame here, the studio frame. It's so beautiful, and we would love to take and get you one of those. And the cool thing about the studio frame is you can start off without the Q-matic. You can always add the Q-matic later.
Yes. I wonder who's done that recently. Anybody you know, Margaret?
Maybe someone I know.
I wonder.
Someone I know. But you know what we're doing next week? We're doing a t-shirt class. So it's next Friday from 1 to 4. Excuse me, 1 to 5, I apologize. It's 4 hours.
4 hours.
That's what I was thinking
Yes,
of, is it was
yes.
4 hours.
And do you have to do a Bloomington South t-shirt quilt?
Yes.
Denise says yeah. No, you don't. Actually, what I'm trying to do with this one is, you know, I want to remind you guys, a lot of times people go into classes and expect to come out with their masterpiece in the class. No. Stop thinking of them like that. Start thinking of them as a place to really learn your techniques.
Yes.
To practice, to be able to do something. You're going to spend 4 hours with us. We're going to show you how simple it can be to make a soft and cuddly quilt. You can back this with flannel or with minky. And did we even put batting in it? I don't think we did.
Nope.
We didn't even put batting in this. So this can be very inexpensive now
Oh, yeah.
because there's no interfacing.
Right.
There's so many good things about this whole deal. And we want you guys to see how simple this can be, and you can be the star of your grandkids, your kids, you're the special aunt, whatever it is that you're making these for.
I'm thinking the weather's just giving us a hint of cooling off and football games are happening. You could totally have some of these made and snuggle up during those very chilly football games and cheer on your favorite team.
That's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Guys, you will find out these are so fast to make and so sweet, and you will just, I'm telling you, you're going to be the hero.
The only problem is you're going to get lots of people saying, can you make me one of those? I want one of those.
Maybe.
Can I get one of those?
Maybe, and maybe this is a great little side source of income for
That
you.
would be so cool.
You know, I mean, if some of you are out there and you can do that, you're going to need to go run and get Leia because somebody's going to try to walk in the door here. So,
Absolutely.
all right, let's go ahead. Dave, we're going to go towards the back here, and we are going to go ahead and talk about some more things involving all of this. This wonderful gifted sale. One of the things I didn't get to mention when we were over by the Q's is that you will get a Q box with those sales. So that is a really wonderful, don't knock the sign on your head. we almost had a little injury going there. So, all right, so guys, look what we have now. We have the perfect LauraStar display. We have, look at this great sign Dave had made up for this area. LauraStar, not your grandmother's ironing board. How cute is that? Did you get to see
I
it when
did
you
get to
came
see
in?
it, and I love it. I
So
think
it's
it's
really
adorable.
fun. So we have right now set up this beautiful 1980 anniversary edition of the LauraStar. I'm not sure why that's over there. It should be over
It
here.
should be over here. I'm just noticing it's just so light compared to some of the others.
Oh, it's actually phenomenal what you can do with this iron, and it isn't that heavy. So it's got an onboard water system, the iron and the ironing system, all the ironing board. You can actually fold this up with that in place.
Oh, that's cool.
You don't have to take it apart to fold it up. This particular version actually has a cover that goes over it. It's very slick.
Oh, nice.
You fold everything up, you put the cover over it, and then when the in-laws come in, you can get your ironing board down so they can stay in the spare bedroom.
I was going to say, but did we ever put them away? But I guess in that instance,
In
we
that
might.
instance,
We
you
might.
might.
That's
And
true.
so it's just something to know that you can get.
Absolutely.
So we also have the steam.
Rose just mentioned she's seen the system work and it's awesome.
Oh,
It's
good morning,
really-
Rose.
Hi, Rose. It is really awesome. You've also got a steam cart. The steam cart's really interesting because you can put your lift system on this and move it wherever you want. Now, you have that wonderful quilt frame now.
I do. Yep.
And one of the things you can do with this is you can take that right over to your long arm. You can lay out your batting over top of your backing
Yes.
and steam away those wrinkles.
Yes, I love that
had
idea.
so much problems with one of our quilts recently because I was a little bit lazy because I hate ironing batting. I just hate
were
it. It's such a pain.
impatient,
Maybe
Margaret.
I'm never.
Maybe.
I'm never
Maybe.
impatient. I'm never impatient. Don't let them tell you
Eager's
that that's
a better word, right?
I just want to get to it. So I didn't steam or iron my batting.
Right.
And when I got to this one part, no matter what I did, I could not get that section flattened out.
Oh.
But you know what I did? I took this over to the long arm and I steamed it and I got those out and I was finally able to get that situation
I love that
clarified.
idea.
It's so simple, and you know what? This thing, Dave didn't even ask me how I put it together.
Oh.
I put it together. I didn't need any help. I did it all by myself.
I love those kind of projects.
And you know what? I didn't even have any problems with like it being too heavy or awkward.
Right?
And this little guy,
Boy, it rolls nicely,
it
doesn't it?
rolls really nicely, moves, the wheels turn
Wow.
360 degrees. And so that's really nice. We've already cut thread in it. Good on us.
It happens. Thread happens, friends.
Now, Margaret, if people aren't familiar, how is LauraStar? Who are they affiliated? Who?
Okay, so LauraStar is a Swiss company. Did you realize that?
I don't think I did know that.
Okay, so LauraStar was designed by a Swiss engineer, I'm quite
Of course.
sure.
Yes,
So
the
they
Swiss
like
are
to
at
do
it
that.
again.
They
Yes.
are at it again.
Yes.
And recently they have become under the umbrella of Bernina.
Awesome.
And it makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a great accessory to have with your machine.
Oh, yeah.
So we have so much more I want to cover today, but if you guys want to come in for a demonstration, I showed some ladies yesterday about it, and we have actually some nice little tops here that I can demonstrate how the ironing is so much easier.
Is this how you're going to get your ironing done, by doing demos?
It is, because I don't get it done at home.
I've always said ironing clothes is not fun. Ironing
No.
fabric, I'm okay with, but ironing clothes.
Clothes is just painful sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to cut your ironing time
Oh.
in quarter.
Yes. And you might almost enjoy it.
Unbelievable. I think it's fun. I think this thing is fun.
This is
I
very
have
cool.
had a ball with this.
It's very
So, okay. So let's go over here, and I'm going to point out to you guys that at the moment, I have a 770 plus that was an event machine. We had two.
We did have to.
Now we only have one.
It's very
We
true.
sold one yesterday. We only have one more left. These are at such a wonderful price. It is almost $2,000 less than retail.
Margaret, we checked on the other one. No, maybe it was this one. It was this one. We checked the stitch count on.
Mhm.
52,000 stitches.
Well, that was on hers. This one has
Is
a
this a
little bit
different one?
more.
Okay, all
This is
right.
a different one.
Okay.
This one has a little bit more.
Okay.
But you know what? To save $2,000, it's a Bernina.
Yeah,
The stitch
that's
counts
nothing.
And warranty?
Nothing.
And what about warranty?
Warranty, full warranty on these, because it was an event machine. It's not used.
Right.
It was a event machine. So when they're used, it's a little bit different
Sure.
because the warranty was already registered under a different name.
Right.
We don't transfer them, but just want to remind you, if you ever buy a used machine from us, 60 days. Any reason you can bring back that machine and I will give you all of your money back. So don't ever worry that if you are, wondering if you want to do this or not, and you're worried about buying a used machine, because, when you go and buy a used machine online from an individual, they don't do that.
They do not do that.
They do not do that.
Nope.
I do, though.
It's a big gamble when you do that.
And see, we always go through the whole machine, make sure it's working. We actually play with them a little bit. We make sure you have all the pieces and parts. And I sell it to you with the idea that I'm very confident in what we're selling.
Absolutely.
But this was an event machine. So we did a similar thing with this one. We went through, made sure it was all cleaned up, ready to go. It's been through its clean oil and adjust, and now it is ready to go. And you know what? You can come and do what our friend Janet did. We let her just sit down and sew on her sewing machine.
Absolutely.
She sat down, and I think she took about, an hour and a
think
half?
so, yeah.
And she just kind of played around with it, did different things. I did tell her about the features and so forth. Love that machine. So, we are going to now take you over to our wonderful little demo that we have in mind. But I do want to remind you guys, we have one last 590 Crystal Edition.
I can't
It
believe she's
comes-
still here, Margaret.
I can't either. She comes with all the bags, so you can transport her to anything you want. She has an embroidery unit. She comes with a big box of embroidery things and crystals.
Can you imagine taking this to a class or a
Oh, I
retreat?
know. Everybody's going to be
Oohs and
so.
ahs.
Everybody's going to be so jealous. Everybody's going to be so jealous. Okay, so one of the things that has been in the sale this week, I guess actually this last couple of weeks, is we have got a Bernette deal going on. And this is a really cool deal, okay? So I am sitting amongst all the stuff you are going to get with a Bernette 79. This one happens to be a demo unit. Full warranty, you get everything. I'm going to even throw in the extra feet.
Oh, cool.
And this one is only $1,999 because it's a demo unit.
Wow.
This is normally $29.35.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a fabulous deal.
Margaret?
Yes.
I'm thinking we need to talk. I'm worried about the deals you're making.
Okay. So,
I'm worried your calculator's a little off.
well, I want somebody to have a fantastic machine that they are going to go home and have a ball with.
Absolutely.
So what we've got here is a machine that does both sewing and embroidery. You're going to get 2 hoops with it. You are going to get a specialty plate that is specifically for embroidery and your single stitch straight stitches.
Wonderful.
So you get that with it. You are going to, now this machine is interesting. The feed dog system on this is actually 7 millimeters wide.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
it's
that.
in between our 5.5s on like our 535s or on our 590.
Yeah.
We have a 9 millimeter
Right.
wide. So it's in between those two.
I didn't realize
So
that.
this makes it nice because you can actually go ahead and you can do bigger decorative stitches with that. Okay, so it comes with this cool little table that extends the table and it stores all your goodies. So we got that, all right?
I love that storage that's so
And
handy.
that is handy. You know, and the other thing is that if you want, you can buy a Sew Steady table to put on it.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
That's, you know, with all the money you're saving on this, go get a Sew Steady table. So, all right. So then we have this machine, and I really want you, Denise, get in here and show them the screen. And what's on the front of this. Perfect. Okay, now I can even see what's going on. Your tension, you change up here. You have your needle that you can tell it if you have a double needle or if you put the straight stitch plate on. That safety feature is amazing. This is to let it know which feet are you talking about. If you go and change it to one of the feet that you're going to get with this set, I'm going to just put that right there, Denise. So if you do that, you change to one of these, and you can click on that, and it will tell you what the foot is for. Now remember, on a lot of these machines, it doesn't, if you don't see a crystal on the foot, you are not going to, the machine's not going to know which foot it has on it.
That makes sense.
So, but at least you know if you're getting ready to do something, I want to do this particular thing. You can go to the foot area. You can say, okay, well, I'm thinking about using this foot, and this foot is a D. I have one here that is a D. It looks like a DF to me. So, no, maybe not. Where is that little guy at? So, there he is. Oh, it is a DF. That is our straight stitch foot. It is specifically for doing things that you want to make sure that that needle stays right in there. It's talking about heavy canvases and denims. And so that is really cool that you know what the foot is used for. So you can go in that part of the menu and see that.
Margaret, that takes all the mystery out of it.
And that's a good thing. Okay, now what this doesn't have, if you've got a Bernina, you know that you have a little question mark on your screen and you can ask it things. This one doesn't have that feature, but what it does have is it has a manual feature in here.
Oh, cool.
Just like our Berninas do. This, if you look at this screen and you have a Bernina, you know this has a lot of the same things on it.
It's really similar, the layout.
Screen, the setting screen, the manual screen. It's got a fashion consultant. It's got an eco button, which means that if you have to step away for a few minutes, you can click on that and it will come right back up. Now, then you also have your decorative stitches. You have your alphabets, your buttonholes, your quilting stitches.
My favorite.
I'm going to just tell you, this is a really nice setup. You have got a place to do knotting. You have got a stitch designer. Who would have ever thought at this price range you could get a stitch designer?
Wow.
So if you've got someone in your world that is looking for a machine, they're on a budget, but you know they're a creative person, this is so perfect for them. Now, if they're wanting to do really heavy stuff, maybe not so much. Bernina's going to probably be a better choice. But if they're doing quilting and they're doing clothes and they're not doing something crazy like sewing through Carhartts.
Oh, yikes. Oh, my goodness.
Actually, Carhartts really are, they take a special amount of oomph because they're so heavy. So what my point is, though, is for 90% of the sewers out there who are in that budget range, this machine is going to be so nice, and they can get something like this, get all the features they want, and then when they're ready to move up to a Bernina, then they can take and use this as a event machine, you know, to go into a class or an event. This can be really fabulous in that. It's even got your knee lift, guys. It's got the go button. It's got a scissor cutter. The needles up and down. It works just like your Bernina does, but it is the perfect machine for that just out of college young lady who is really wanting to sew, or maybe you know a new mom. She's home a lot. She's with that baby. this is the perfect machine for her so that she can make stuff for that baby and her family and make Christmas presents and feel like she's even contributing more to her family.
Margaret, I wonder how many of us started sewing as new moms.
I did.
Yeah, I think a lot of us did.
That's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have had something like this, oh my Lord, not even close. So I'm guessing that the wonderful people we know who are watching this, a lot of them, they may know someone who this is like the perfect machine.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's the thing that husband and grandpa and grandma all kind of pitch in a little bit and they get that machine for her. Wouldn't that just be the best Christmas
I love
gift?
that idea.
But this price and these deals are only going through the end of the month.
And the demo, we just have the one of this one, right?
The one demo.
Yes.
We can get a new brand new 79, but it will be more expensive.
Sure.
And we can also get you into a 77 that doesn't include embroidery.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is just incredible. That deal right now, $1,199.
Wow.
It doesn't include embroidery,
Mm-hmm.
but if you want someone who has all this stuff on it, but you don't think that the embroidery is a big deal, or maybe you can't afford it right now, that's okay.
Sure.
This is just the deal for someone right now, and you probably know them. So make sure that you think about this, because we've only got a week and a half?
Till the end of the month. So, yeah.
Week and a half. And that price is going to go away. Now, we always have the Bernettes at a little bit better price than MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go on our website, you'll see that. But they're just a doll of a machine. They really are. So I think that for some people who they can't afford a Bernina yet.
Right?
This is a lovely, lovely addition.
It's a great way to get a really good machine.
Okay, guys. I want to remind you, Kaufman machines are on their way.
Oh, yay!
Well, I mean, it's still a month out.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's a long month, Margaret. You got me all excited.
I'm sorry, it's still a ways away. But they're on their way. So, fabulous little teal machine. Fabulous 770 plus with potentially the whole embroidery package.
Oh, yes.
You don't have to get the whole embroidery package, but I think you're crazy if you look at the whole embroidery
I agree.
package.
I agree.
It's so incredible. So, think about these. They're coming. You really want to lock yours in before they get here because they will be just flying out the doors. Remember, all of this stuff, everything we talked about today, you get lessons with all of it. I don't want you guys not to be able to use your machines and not understand what all this is. So we're going to have a Bernette 77 and 79 mastery class coming up. Look for that. Alice and I are talking about specific dates right now. I'm hoping Monday we will get some more things locked into place.
Awesome.
But we're going to have a mastery class on these guys. We're doing a mastery class on embroidery. If you already own a 79, come to that mastery class. That will cover the 79 Bernette. It's also going to cover your 5 series and 7
Oh,
series
good.
and 8 series
Wonderful.
of embroidery. So you can come to that.
That's great.
So there's one next week. There's only like one spot left in it, so you better get on it if you want to come. Then we've got that t-shirt class at the end of the week.
Yes.
So everybody, don't you want to learn how to make the simplest t-shirt quilt in the world that you don't have to invest your life savings in interfacing on?
Or 6 months of effort or, yeah.
Yes, it just takes way too long to make a t-shirt quilt. Almost everyone I know who's made a t-shirt quilt has made one and said they'd never do it again. And we want you to have a much different attitude towards this.
Yes.
I want you to see this as your power through quilt that you can make for anybody. And you will be such a hero. And I love that. So, anyway, we are going to get going. The store is opening up in one moment, although apparently our gentleman thought we should be open half an hour earlier.
He was very sweet and very grateful that we let him in. So, yes.
So, anyway, we are here today until 6. Tomorrow we here 10 till 5. Don't you want to see one of these wonderful machines? And don't we want to get you into one? So, come by, see what we've got, and we will get you set up and ready to go. I've got 77s in stock. We have this 79 in stock, and we would love to take care of you on any of these things. The deals are amazing right now, guys, so make sure that you think about it. If you've got some Christmas presents in line, I think that we've got something here that you'll enjoy. And all these prices and all the gifts and everything, they're on the website, so you can take a look at it. Go to the sales page. And for the classes, either go to the calendar or just go to the class page. It's all there. And if you ever have problems with the website, don't just quit. Call me. I'll fix it. We'll figure it out. So, okay. We love it. Don't forget to share. We're giving the mouse pad away.
Please share.
And make sure that you put your name in there. And remember, you can share up to 24 hours after we've done that to win our prize. So, I mean, I'd love you to share after that anyway. But we have to stop it somewhere so that we can tell whoever it is that they want. So, it's just one of those deals. We will look forward to seeing you. We've been really busy this week, and I have loved it. I've loved seeing all of you. Come and see us and visit with us. We always enjoy that. And we will see you tomorrow for Facebook Live.